Hey y'all, I don't really know how to start this, but I have been asked by numerous people to document my journey of going through in vitro fertilization, better known as IVF. I'm Bree, and this will be my journey. Let's walk through together. Alright, here goes nothing. So, in this video, or in this vlog, I guess, I kind of wanted to give and underneath the sink. You hear me? Underneath the sink. Underneath the sink. Sorry. I kind of wanted to give overall kind of documentation of going through IVF. I am on day 2 right now, but I'll definitely edit this back so that you can kind of see some different things beforehand. Before we got here, there were a couple procedures that I had to go through. I look crazy. There were also just a couple of doctor's appointments and things like that that we've already been through before getting to this point of the injections, day 2 of the injections. It is a lot. It is a lot. I don't think people understand how much it is on the body, especially if you have other reproductive issues. I also have endometriosis, and I'm 35, so I'm like, really trying to have a baby. This will be my first biologically. I do have a bonus baby through my wonderful man, who you will see as well soon. And we are looking to add and expand our family. So I will try to give an in-depth look without making myself go crazy. And this is so weird because I feel like I'm talking to myself. But I'll try to be as raw as possible. So first things first, guessing about 6 years ago, about this time actually, I just started to feel off. My stomach was always hurting. I was always nauseous, always nauseous. So that's when I kind of started to look for different things. And then about, I would say around Thanksgiving of 2012, I had a gallbladder attack. Just wanted to kind of run through the beginning of things. Had a gallbladder attack, had to have my gallbladder removed 3 days after that. And from then it kind of spiraled into having an appendectomy 6 months later, and then having my first laparoscopy for endometriosis, which I found out, and thank God, I don't know who this nurse was, but I thank God for her, because she actually gave me the opportunity to get things kind of squared away earlier than if I would have just kept going on with just having extremely painful periods. I've always had extremely painful periods. I'm talking doubled over fetus position about day 1, 2, and 3 of my period my whole life, and sometimes before. Premenstrual things were super frustrating because I felt like I wasn't being heard. Like, my mom was like one of those moms, like, she was a teacher, so she was like, get up and go to school. You can't miss school. And I'm just like, I'm dying. Like, I'm real life dying. Come to find out, I did have this this blessing in endometriosis, and it does start as young as teens. So definitely listen to your teen girls, to what they're saying, have them checked, and definitely try to make sure that you can save their fertility so they're not going through all of this, because it's a lot. But if they have to, thank God we have the technology to do so. And then, so that was 2012, 2013. So as I'm getting older, I kept hearing, oh, you have to get pregnant. Only thing that helps endometriosis is getting pregnant. I'm just like, I don't have a man. I was 29, 30 at the time. could age to start, but not just randomly starting. So I wanted to be in a better position. I definitely wanted to be in a committed relationship. So I just kind of put it off until I was ready, and now here we are. So 2017, I started to have bad symptoms and stuff again after the first period. After my period, after the first laparoscopy, and I just kind of realized that things were kind of coming back with a vengeance. Like I had an IUD for several years, just to kind of not have a lot of estrogen and stuff like that in my system, and I started to just kind of feel off again. I was just in pain all the time. So my endo had increased, and it went to stage 4 from stage 3. And so I have had 2 surgeries now since September of 2017. It is August of, it's still August 2018, so in under a year. My last surgery was in June. And here we are. I don't have a right tube. My ovaries are adhered to my bowel and my bladder underneath. My uterus is fairly, I guess, normal, considering everything else that's going on in there. But everything is kind of like stuck together. So IVF is my way of conceiving. While it's not natural, it's natural for me. Because it's still the love of my life, his sperm connecting with my egg. So yeah, we are definitely going through a lot right now, and I'm trying not to lose my mind. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. I'm fighting a host of emotions as well. But I'll try to make this as fun as possible. I want to take you guys to go meet Brian. He was the one that just asking about the oven mitts. We've been together about 3 years, so looking to have fun. I'm back. Say hi, honey. We've been asked to vlog our journey, so I'm doing that. Two of the most talented football teams in the league. It's football time. I probably won't be able to have him talk much, but how are you feeling about the journey so far? You know what? You're not hurting none of you. Do not come at me. How are you feeling about the journey so far?
Just getting started.
Yeah, we are just getting started. I have been going through this for quite a while. He had to do a semen analysis about a month and a half ago, and everything came back fine with him. All the soldiers are marching and things like that. I'm just the jacked up one. We're here for kind of the baseline work for IVF. Got my roadie with me. Future baby white's grandma. Well, one of them.
Right, one of them.
It is 7:02 a.m. I have a girlfriend. See, listen. What I'm not going to do is put on makeup every time. See, I'm going to get this a lot. Okay? Love you, honey.
Give me a hug. It's like, this is cute. That's it. Go ahead. Good night.
I have to have procedures today. So, hey, what is big? So, Are you want to say what those are? Nope. I probably tell you guys what procedures are, right? I have to have a hysteroscopy. I look crazy. A hysteroscopenogram and a mock transfer. So I look super crazy right now. So what we're having today is we're going to check and make sure my fallopian tubes are open, or the one tube I have, where they would drop the embryo once it's fertilized, and just taking a look at my uterus and the cavity and things like that. So I'm getting prepared to hug. My protocol is 2 powders to 1 cc of liquid of Menopur each night until I go to the doctor on Sunday, and then 300 of Gonal F each night until I go to the doctor on Sunday. So with the Gonal F pen, it's really easy to work with. You literally just dial up to 300. This is day 2. Last night, Brian was Brian was Dr. White, so he injected me. So I'm gonna try to do it myself tonight and kind of see how it goes. It was not bad at all.
You think she gonna punk out?
I ain't gonna punk out. Ain't no beach in me. Ain't no beach. If they can see your face. And then we have a Q-cap to help mix the powders and the liquid of the Menopur. So these are stimulant medications that help to stimulate my ovaries into making lots and lots of follicles and helping them grow. This is a syringe, a 22 gauge, 3 milliliter syringe. I'll only be filling it up to 1 liter. So you start by pulling down to 1 and with air, and then you take the liquid cap off, stick the Q-cap onto the air, inject the air into the bottle, flip it upside down, and then pull it down until you get to 1 with no air in it. Then you take the Q-cap off and you... What?
Are you supposed to pull it past 1 and then push it back up?
I did.
Oh. That's not what you said. You're giving people misinformation.
And then you inject it into the powder, switch it around, pull it back out of the bottle fully. This is like, I should have been a doctor, clearly.
And how come you didn't pull it to 2, considering you had 1 cc of air?
No, I pushed the air back in.
Oh. Okay, just do.
And then the other powder as well. And it actually liquefies like immediately, so it's very easy to do. It looks more complicated than it actually is. I feel like it's not enough. Looks like one.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to take the Q cap off. We're going to switch the needle out so that it is a small needle so it doesn't hurt.
You didn't bring the sharps container.
No, it's upstairs.
Gotta make sure you throw your stuff in the sharps container. Protect our trash man.
Yes, honey.
Nobody wants to get stuck with a needle.
Absolutely not. So you have your alcohol pads. And last night we did it on the right side. So tonight we'll do it on the left. So you clean the area. And it has to be subcutaneous. So this area over here, I'm trying to get it as close to
Spell it.
subcutaneous.
Mm-hmm.
I can spell it. I'm not slow. You really want me to spell it?
No.
Alright, so we're going to do the first needle. See, it's not that big. And you literally put it right in. And inject. All done. All done. I'm going to put the top back on it. And then this is already dialed to 300. Can you see the 300?
No, not really. It's kind of got a reflection from the light.
Oh, sorry. It's there. And then pull that off. Needle is small again. And this one, so this part will come down and then this part. So you
Throw
just,
it again.
this part will come down
Mm-hmm.
and then this part here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'm gonna pinch again and same thing.
And it actually says 0 once it's all in.
Yep, and it says 0. So it means we got all the medicine. All right. So I'm gonna put the top back on that one as well. Screw it off. There you go, screw it off. And then the sharps will go into the sharp container. You should have 3 sharps. You have your syringes, the gauge needle that comes with the needle, and then your small ones for your gonal F. And that's medication for tonight. I'm also still on estradiol still because I'm on the estrogen priming protocol. I took that already though. You didn't see that, so sorry. I also look crazy because I don't feel good. Estrogen, endometriosis feeds off of estrogen, so